The scramble method you created earlier in this project is a method that would also be useful in the next project, Secret Code. So in today's lesson, we're going to move the scramble method into a different project and class that can be used by both Word Scramble and Secret Code. In doing so, you'll learn how to use static methods. Hi, I'm Annette Gotland. I'm the author of the Do-It-Yourself Java Games books. I teach Java programming through creating games. Welcome to the video version of my books. We're currently in the Text Games video series, TG, the first of 4 types of games series. The focus of this series is to cover the fundamentals of Java programming. No previous programming experience is required. You'll learn how, when, and why Java programs are written the way they are. This series has 16 projects. We're currently working on the 12th project, TG12, Word Scramble. Word Scramble will scramble the letters in a list of words for others to try to unscramble, like this. This is lesson TG12.5, where you'll learn to use static methods. A static method only uses the data passed in as its parameters. Public static methods are easy to call from any other class as long as you add its class to your class path. In this lesson, you'll make the scramble method static so you can easily scramble words for other programs too. First, we have to move the scramble method to a new class. We'll name the new class MyStringMethods to hold scramble plus other string manipulation methods we'll create in future lessons. Exercise 1. Create a MyStringMethods project, package, and class. First, create a new Java project named MyStringMethods with nothing added to the class path of the project. Next, create a new package with a unique name. I named mine Annette.Gotland.MyStringMethods. Then, create a new class named MyStringMethods with object as the default superclass and no stub for main nor constructors. There should currently be no methods inside the class definition for MyStringMethods. Now, let's move the entire scramble method to its new location in MyStringMethods. Exercise 2. Move scramble from word search to MyStringMethods. Cut the entire scramble method from the Word Scramble class and paste it into the MyStringMethods class. The scramble method in MyStringMethods is declared as private. If you leave it as private, no other class can use it. Exercise 3. Make scramble public. Make scramble public by replacing private with public. Static methods must be self-contained. The scramble method doesn't use any variables other than those declared within it and those passed in as parameters. That means you may declare scramble as static. Exercise 4. Make scramble static. Make scramble static by adding static after public. Now let's fix the error that was created in word search when we removed scramble. Because scramble is both public and static, other classes can call it by using MyStringMethods class name. For example, in an earlier lesson, you called the public static method parseInt from the integer class using integer.parseInt. Likewise, to scramble a variable named name from another class, the other class would use MyStringMethods.scrambleName. In order for another class to use scramble, it must first have the MyStringMethods project in its class path. Class path is set in Eclipse by going through the project's build path options. Exercise 5. Call MyStringMethods Scramble from Word Scramble. Go back to the Word Scramble project and add the MyStringMethods project to its class path. Hint: right-click on the project and choose Build Path, Configure Build Path. Note, you will now have 2 of your projects in the class path, MyStringMethods and MyWindow. Next, go to the Word Scramble class and replace the call to scramble to now call the scramble method in MyStringMethods. Hint: use Eclipse's Quick Fix to import the MyStringMethods class. Word Scramble no longer needs to import Java util random since it no longer uses the random variable. Finally, delete import Java util random from Word Scramble. Run it. What happened? It should have scrambled all 12 words as it did before the start of this lesson. Exercise 6. Export your program. Export your Word Scramble program if you want to run it without Eclipse or share it with someone else. Key points and more. Static methods. A static method must be self-contained. It can only use variables it creates or those passed in as parameters. To declare a method as static, add the word static after its visibility declaration as private, protected, or public. For example, public static string myMethod. If the class with the static method is not part of the Java development kit, you must add that class's project to your project's class path. Call public static methods from any class by adding the class name to the front of the method. For example, Scramble is a public static method of myStringMethods. To call it, use new word equals myStringMethods.Scramble word. Public methods that aren't static require an extra step. You must first declare a new instance of the variable of that class type, then call the method from that variable. For example, nextInt is a public method of random, but it isn't static. To call it in previous lessons, you used randomRand equals new random, and then index equals rand.nextInt10. So you can see that static methods are simpler to call. Why did we put Scramble into a new class rather than in myWindow like we did with prompt for int? Doing so would have made Scramble even easier to call. We could have simply called Scramble as though it was still in the Word Scramble class. But by putting Scramble in myWindow, you would have restricted its use to only classes that use myWindow as a superclass. By putting Scramble into its own class, completely self-contained as a static class, and no dependencies on anything else, Scramble could be used by any class that needs to scramble a string. So this is better organized code, more usable for future programs. Here are the completed listings for all the exercises in this video. This is the end of the last lesson in the Word Scramble project. Your program can now run outside of Eclipse and will scramble the words in the list differently every time you run the program. Plus, your new static Scramble method can easily be used in the next project, Secret Code, where you can create, encode, and decode secret messages to share with your friends. While working on that project, you'll learn many more new Java programming techniques across 8 lessons. You'll learn to read and write text to a file, use a new Boolean data type, close the program window, export Java programs with data files, and more.